Welcome to 843 TV. I'm excited because today I've got this great panel of guests, and we are at Schiller and Hamilton Law Firm in Beaufort, and we're going to be hearing all about why they do what they do here in the community, what makes their heart beat, and we're going to be talking with Bennett and his associate attorneys. So stay right here for 843 TV, where communities come to speak.
.843 TV, where the Lowcountry comes to speak.
.843 TV,
where communities come to speak.
Welcome to 843 TV. We're excited today because we are back now, as we've been here a few months ago with Bennett of Schiller and Hamilton Law Firm, and so glad to have us back.
Well, thank you.
Well, today, your success speaks for itself, and anyone can look up and see those. But today we're going to focus on a little bit of different strategy. We're going to talk about your service and your heart for service in the community, and let's break down some of those things you do and why you do it.
Okay. Well, last segment we had the opportunity to bring in some of the charitable organizations that we sponsor and we're involved in, but we also believe that we should be serving personally, and so as a law firm we get involved and use our time and our efforts to help make this community a little bit better by getting involved in politics and community organizations. I recently just finished serving 8 years on the YMCA board. Every member of this firm has completed the Leadership Beaufort program. I had the opportunity to serve as the president of the Leadership Beaufort Alumni Association. So we believe that serving our client also means serving their community. If we want our client's life to be better because of the work that we do for them, then serving their community and making their community better is important, because justice is not just a dish served at the courthouse. I think it's served by every person doing their part to make their community better.
Absolutely. It's so wonderful to hear that from you and just to listen to your heart. And as we've talked behind the scenes, just to hear about some of those organizations that you've helped. And tell us about some of those and why you've picked them.
Well, obviously we like to get involved in things that we have an interest in, and my wife is very active at the YMCA, and the YMCA has always been a kind of a family for us. I also ride motorcycles, so I'm involved with Bikers Against Bullies. They go in and teach kids that it's okay to be different and that bullying is not cool, and to stand up and be heard. And that's a great organization, so I'm very involved with them. I believe that, we've got some young guys that are involved in local politics, and we're going to hear from them today. I've got Kevin and David, who are also members here at the law firm, and my law partner in Rock Hill, he's served on York County Council, and we just believe that serving your client goes well beyond just the representation. And there's so many different law firms to choose from, and I'd like to commend Harvey and Batty just celebrated their 100th anniversary, and that's no easy task, but wow. they've spent most of their careers involved in public service, and we tend to view ourselves taking that same approach, that we want to be involved. We want people to hire us because they know us and because they trust us. You see law firms all the time, bragging about their big settlements or their big numbers, but you don't really know if those numbers are accurate, right? You don't know if that $250,000 settlement, if that case was worth $1 million. So we don't talk about those things. Now, we've had great success, but that's a very private thing between us and our client. So we don't really use that. We want our clients to share how we made them feel. And I think that's more important.
And how you've helped improve their lives, not financially, but just for the important things that really matter in those relationships. And it's so great to hear some of this stuff.
Right. And sometimes, and we talked about it a little bit this morning, sometimes it's a fight. And sometimes it's a fight over a very small amount of money. But that's what we do, and that's what we enjoy doing. But, so if it's really truly our goal to help our clients and make their life better, then we want the community in which they live to also be better. And I live here too, and my family's here, and I've got 4 kids, and they all live here. So our goal is to do everything we can to make the world just a little bit better.
And you have perspective, because as you mentioned, you're a father to 4 kids, your husband, your community member. It goes beyond just your job as a lawyer. So you've really invested that time because this is where you live, this is where you work, this is where you play.
Right, and also, my staff lives here, and we're just not a satellite office from some, out of state law firm that has, a little satellite office where they meet with clients. I mean, we're here, we live here, we work here, and we serve here, and that's one of the, the things we've advertised before, and we've used that because that's true and that's what we do. So, I'm excited to have our guest today because your viewers to be able to meet Kevin Phillips and David Bartholomew, who are both very active in our community. And so I'm excited to be able to introduce these guys to your viewers. And I think that they'll get a good understanding of what separates Schiller and Hamilton from maybe some of the other law firms.
Absolutely. And we're going to get to them in just a minute after our break. But as you said, so on a Saturday, they're going to see you at a game. They see you at a festival. They'll see you at an event. And they know that they can trust you for their needs. Hopefully they won't ever need a lawyer, right? But if they do, then they know they can come.
Well, they'll see us supporting that organization through, sponsorships, but they'll also see us helping to set up and to tear down. And to be actually involved in working the event. So we're not just sponsoring these events, and we had 3 organizations the last segment where we're very involved in giving to those, and that's giving a lot of our resources to sponsor those events because they do good. Beaufort Charities. I think we had the Dancing with the Stars for Kappa.
Yes, we did.
And we had the YMCA. We had Mike Bostwick from the YMCA. And those are all very important organizations for us. And we're just, blessed to be able to do that. And, we talked about this earlier, when you're a blessing to others, I think God blesses people so that they can be a blessing to other people. And so we take that very seriously. And, it's very rewarding. So that's why I'm excited to introduce these two guys.
Couldn't agree with you more. Stay right here. You don't want to miss what's coming up from the law firm of Schiller and Hamilton when we're back with 843 TV.